Okay, now it's live.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Is the sound problem sorted out, Samir bhai?
Tell him to go live.
Is the sound okay? Madina salatu wassalamu alayka ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. If somebody can confirm that my sound is okay, and if anyone is watching can inform me that the sound is okay, because earlier I was having people were unable to hear. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Salatum wa salamun alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habib Allah. Sound is okay, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidil Mursaleen, amma ba'd. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الصلاة والسلام عليك يا رسول الله، الصلاة والسلام عليك يا حبيب الله، الصلاة والسلام عليك يا نبي الله وعلى آلك وأصحابك يا نور الله. Our beloved Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam has said that a person who sends 1,000 times daily durood or salutations or salawat upon me, he will not die till he sees his place in Jannah. Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Salatam wa salaman alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habib Allah. First of all, I congratulate each and everyone for witnessing the day of Jum'ah. Jum'ah is Sayyid al-Ayyam, and it is the Eid of Muslims, as mentioned in Hadith Mubarakah. And on the day of Eid, we exchange Mubaraks. So Alhamdulillah, it is now a culture developed that we give Jummah Mubarak to each other. Although the Jummah Mubarak messages were going on the social media, but with much sadness, we were unable to go to the masjid, and with hundreds or thousands of devotees, believing Muslims to perform our Jummah and make their ziyarat, we were unfortunately deprived from that. But all what has happened from the side of government is for our own good. We must support the initiative that our government in South Africa and other governments in other parts of the world, they have taken this initiative for the betterment, for the well-being of their countrymen. Coronavirus is a virus. When it enters the body, it can be killed by our immune system, or it can develop and can kill us. So according to Hadith Mubarakah, sickness, illness does not extend. Mean a person cannot get sickness from another person. And this is the aqidah that we must have. It's mentioned in Hadith Mubarakah, La Adwa. It means that sickness does not fly and catches someone. However, the germs of sickness can fly. And they're there always. They're in thousands. Germs are there in the air. And we do not even know how many times germs of certain diseases, they enter our bodies and our immune system fought those germs and we got saved. And these are the ni'mats of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we cannot even count, we cannot even know. In that unseen world, that favor of Allah Azza wa Jal is happening all the time. So it is very important to understand in order to have our aqidah correct on taqdeer. Sickness cannot be contagious, but the virus of sickness or the germs of sickness can be contagious. It's very important to understand this difference. Person got virus, it's not necessary that he will get sick. But if Allah has planned for someone to get sick, then he will get sick. So a time like this, there's opportunity for us to refresh our aqaid and our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and have tawakkul and trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not will anybody to get sick, nobody can make him sick. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wishes someone to become sick, then nobody can save him, he will become sick. And if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants someone to die, then he will die. And if he does not want anyone to die, then he will not die. These are the basic aqaid that every Muslim must always keep with him. The causer of everything is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He causes death. He gives life. There's nobody who can give life and there's nobody who can cause death. As far as precautions are concerned, our deen teaches us that we must take precautions in time like this. So we do not put ourselves into any kind of difficulty and test. As it is mentioned in one of the hadith, and it's very famous, tie your camel first and then trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will look after your property. So these precautions are same as tying your camel. But tying your camel does not give you guarantee that your camel will not run away, or somebody would not open the knot and steal your camel. But at least when you tie your camel, you put lock at your door, it gives you some kind of satisfaction that my house is safe or my camel is safe. But you know that we have every possible security system in our homes, but the thieves and the robbers, they still come in and they still break in and they steal our valuable properties. So this tying the camel means so you can have some satisfaction of the heart. So your mind is okay to do other things at your workplace, at your office. If you're doing something else, you're traveling, your mind is at ease. But that tying of camel will not change your taqdeer. That you must know. What destiny Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decided, has planned, that is going to happen. So this is the first thing that everybody must remember. Yes, the germs can be in the air, germs can be through touch, as coronavirus is not airborne. It actually comes through or at some certain surfaces of some things that it can extend or from our clothes as well. So that's why the social distancing is advised, that people must not get very close to each other. And Islamically, time like this, it's fine. We don't have an issue with it. Our normal way of hugging and shaking hand, even though these are good acts and these are sunnah acts, but time like this, we can be given concession that we should avoid hugging and shaking hands, this kind of activities. Yes, the problem that we face is performing our salats with jama'at and performing our Jum'ah. That makes many Muslims very sad. Yes, those who are lovers of salat and they want to go and perform their salat in the masjid with jama'at, they are in a lot of pain, no doubt about it. And generally all Muslims, because most of the Muslims come for Jum'ah at least. But remember that these rules which governments have made and implemented upon us are for our own good, and to whatever extent we can do or is in our power, we should not eliminate any of the fard or wajib for which we are duty bound. But when we are forced by the state, by the law of the land, then we are ma'adhur shar'i. And ma'adhur shar'i not be blamed. So if our mosques are closed for general public to come in for their 5 daily salats, we are excused by Sharia. There is no sin or blame upon us. Likewise, Jum'ah. But if there are people staying at the premises of the masajid, for example, muazzin or khadim, they should give 5 times daily azan, and they should continue 1 or 2 people as they are living at the same place with their jama'at. Or if it's one person staying, he can give adhan and he can read his own salat. And if there are minimum 4 people staying at the premises where Jummah is happening already, without putting the locks of on the doors and etc., Jummah salat can be performed those who are there, if there are 4 people, because you need minimum 4 people for the Jamaat of Jum'ah. One is Imam and the other 3 must be Musallis. They can do that. And the general public who is unable to come out from their homes in this lockdown situation, they should perform Zuhr at home without Jama'at. Individually they should read Zuhr. There are many views at the moment roaming on the social media, and some views are from authentic ulama as well. So we're not really here to prove who's right and who's wrong. We're giving our view. The study that we have done, the masail that we have understood, we are sharing with the public. But the Jum'ahs at homes is not allowed, and those who have read Jum'ah at home, their farz is still standing on their heads and it needs to be performed. So while there is time for Zuhr, they must read their Zuhr quickly. Otherwise, their fard would be neglected by their own choice. Jum'ah in homes is not allowed for 2 reasons. Number 1, the Imam must be Ma'dhoon. Ma'dhoon means he must be appointed or permitted or given permission by who? By Sultanul Islam. In a country like ours, there is no Sultanul Islam. Then the next position is of A'lamul Balad. That means the biggest alim in the city or in the country with his permission. Or Ma'dhoon of Ma'dhoon, or Ma'dhoon of Ma'dhoon, that can go very far. So they can also give permission. And if that doesn't happen, then the general public, they must appoint someone to lead Jum'ah. Jum'ah is not like any other namazes. In any other namazes, if person is not permitted, he can be Imam. But for Jum'ah, only that person can be Imam who is Ma'dhoon, who is permitted. Now in the last situation, which is normally practical, and it happens that the general public, the committee in the masjid, they represent general public because they come through elections and annual general meetings and etc. So they represent public. So when they appoint someone, that Imam is permitted. Now in the house, who's permitted? Who's giving permission? His wife is giving permission? His son, his daughter, his brother? Is that you call general public? So first of all, these people who are doing their Jummah Salat at home, they are not Ma'dhoon and they cannot be Imam of Jummah Salat. And if they do that, the Jummah is invalid. And if they do not read their Zuhr, they'll be sinners. And second is Idhne Aam. Idhne Aam is the general permission, no restriction. Anybody who wants to come, he can come. So would these people who are having Jummah at home open their doors? Any person whom they know or they do not know can come in their homes for Jummah? No, they won't do that, because they know they got their wife in their house, they got their children in the house, they got their parents in the house, and they don't want to take this risk that somebody comes we don't know and he can be in our house. What if next minute he takes out the gun and he robs everyone? So there is no general permission in the homes. So Izn Aam is not there. That's the condition of establishment of Jum'ah. So therefore, Jum'ah will not take place in homes. So please do not do that. Sharia has given you an option. You are ma'zur, you are excused. So perform your Salatul Zuhr individually at your house. So your farz is completed, your duty is done. And a lot of people at time like this, they take risk, they take chance, they pass unauthentic information to people. And then there are a lot of people who are unfortunately known as scholars or leaders or ulama. They also don't go in depth and give the right information to the public. So please do your Zuhr while the lockdown is continuing. But other namazes at home which you are reading, those namazes can be read with Jama'at. For example, Asr or Maghrib or Isha or Fajr. But on the day of Jum'ah particularly, the Salat of Zuhr should not be performed with Jama'at. These were some of the few maslas. I'm trying to bring my phone closer so I can see some of your messages. And if there's any question that anyone wants to ask, maybe we can take some questions. If I have answers, inshallah, I'll try to answer. Few minutes we can spend on that, inshallah. I think I'm going to take out this from this stand and make it more closer, because my health is not too good, and for me to sit like this straight is a bit difficult. I must have I'm gonna take it now very close so I can see if anyone has written something. Then we can take some questions if there are any, inshallah. Habib sallallahu ta'ala ala Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Salatun wa salamun alayka ya Sayyidi ya Rasulallah wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Habiballah. Maulana Usman Madani has asked, what is the rule of alcohol-based sanitizer? Alcohol which is used in sanitizer for external use, that is allowed. Yes, drinking alcohol will remain haram, but using it externally, that is allowed. Another question from Brother Shahid Patel: can we do business during Jum'ah time? When you are excused from Jum'ah, yes, you can do business, but instead of business, you rather do some ibadat, read your Zuhr, read tasbih. So your time which you normally used to spend in ibadat is spent in ibadat. That would be my advice. Shahid Attari, Qibla Mufti Sahib, what about those essential workers that are not at home? I actually didn't get the full answer. Let me see what is the full question. No, I didn't get this properly. If a person normally leads Jummah in masjid, can he lead Jummah in his house? Yes, he can lead Jummah in his house providing there is izn aam. That the second condition, izn aam, would not be there, so therefore he must read Zuhr at home. Nadeem Attari from Mauritius says, please pray for us. Yes, I pray for you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of you and protect all of us, all the Muslims throughout the world and the humanity in general. May Allah protect everyone from this very dangerous virus. Ameen. Okay, there's a Shafi ruling. What's the Shafi ruling with regard to reading Zuhr Salah on the day of Jum'ah? I do not know. I'm not a Shafi scholar, so I would not take a chance. Please ask this masla from a Shafi scholar. Now, on Shahid Patel, can we read Zuhr in Jamaat instead of Jum'ah? On the day of Jum'ah in city, Jamaat of Zuhr is not allowed. So, Jamaat of Namaz of Zuhr should be read individually on the day of Jum'ah in city. Okay, many of the questions come and they pass, and I'm doing it first time, so my experience is also very less. Hopefully, as I grow into it, I'll be like a fast reader, but at the moment, I'm a bit slow. So please bear with me. Kashif Aftab, Salam, can Jummah be performed in a boundary wall complex? Still, the problem is Izn Aam. Izn Aam would not be there, so Jummah cannot be performed. People must read Zuhr at home. Ridwan Dawood says that in our complex we have a Hafiz Sahib. Today we read Jummah with 5 people behind. If it's a complex and there's no free entry for other Muslims to come and join you for Jummah, you still have Zuhr time left. Please read your Zuhr quickly and inform others who read Jummah with you in that house and thinking their farz is over. It's not over. Please inform them as well and read your Zuhr within the time. Muhammad Junaid Raza, can females read behind males in house in Jamaat? Yes, they can. But they will make their saf behind males. They will not stand next to the males, even if they are relatives. Yes, if there is a masjid where Jummah is being performed in the city, should we wait for that Jummah to be completed before reading Zuhr? Yes, that's correct. If that's happening, then we wait that Jummah is over and then we read our Zuhr. Sayyid Ishtiyaq has asked that can we do azkar, zikr, etc. to attract Allah's mercy so we can be out of this difficult time? Yes, definitely. Dhikr, wazifas, collective du'as, all these are helpful, but collective du'as in this time should not be like we do ijtima and a lot of people sitting next to each other, because that would be then crime in the country according to the law of the land. So individually everybody must do their ibadat. Zahira Sheikh asked, if we leave our complex gates open and allow anyone to join us for Jum'ah during this lockdown period, is this considered idhne aam? Don't forget that Madhoon is also the condition, is that Imam appointed by the community to be Imam. Secondly, if you do that and keep the gates open and allow people to come in to join, you will be committing the crime. You will be violating the law of your country. So I would not advise to do that. So please just stay at home and read your Zuhr. या बट बहादुर सेज उर्दू में भी एक्सप्लेन कर दें हमारे लिए. आप उर्दू में सवाल तो करें मेरे भाई. आपने उर्दू में सवाल नहीं किया तो मैं तो जो इंग्लिश में कर रहे हैं उन्हीं को समझा रहा हूँ. आसिफ नवाज़ अत्तारी, अस्सलामु अलैकुम वालेकुम अस्सलाम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू. माशाअल्लाह, आसिफ नवाज़ की भी ज़ियारत हो गई. माशाअल्लाह माशाअल्लाह. Okay, it was wonderful, and may Allah bless you. Every now and then we will talk on Facebook and we'll discuss some issues. We might take few questions and answers, and inshallah 3 o'clock according to South African time I'll be live on Dawat Islami page, Midland, UK. So let me be free a little bit and get ready for the next session inshallah. So anyone wants to follow, so please join us on Dawat Islami Midland UK page, and inshallah 3 o'clock South African time we'll see you there inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.